going on? What's going on? What's going on? King Leonidas here coming at you. Sorry about that, I'm stuck in traffic. So got this cool little gizmo gadget from my phone, so I'm like really testing it out, and I'm digging it, you know what I mean, because it makes it super easy for you to be able to be hands-free and still be able to get a message across. But anyway, yeah, school's for fools. No, I'm just kidding. Not knocking education by any means. I'm actually big on education. I read a lot of books. I listen to a lot of audiobooks. I'm always picking the brains of people that are way smarter than I am, coming up with new ideas and new principles and things. And I think you should do the same too, because I actually met somebody today that really had me thinking differently about a lot of choices that I've made in my life today. I was actually listening to a radio program a little while ago, which kind of caught me off guard. It was a Christian station. It was kind of fuzzy at first, and I started to really listen to what the lady was talking about. She was actually talking about in Deuteronomy how, and I read this, so I know this is true. I think it was like Deuteronomy 3 or something, where God, Jehovah, Jireh, Rastafari, was actually instructing the people of Israel about the power of making a choice, the power of decision making, right? And one thing that really opened up in my mind today was being consumed by the power of fear, right? But not the fear to do something, the fear of being fearful to do it, if that makes sense, right? So I guess what I'm getting at is, if you have fear for the outcome of something, that's the wrong thing to fear. You need to eliminate that fear and just move forward and just take action on it. Because something that I learned recently from one of my mentors, Ty Lopez, there's two types of ways you should really live your life and live in business, right? It's called the IP and the PI, right? And it's big on decision making, because when you make decisions, you're making a choice. There's a lot of power in making a choice and making a decision, right? Because when you make a choice and a decision, especially and I'm talking about like things that alter your life's path, like having a child, like buying a car, or investing in an investment, or starting a business, or what have you. You guys like my hairstyle, man? Tanya did an awesome. Torisha did an awesome job on it, and I'll tell you more about who Torisha is in an upcoming video. It's pretty funny, but she did an awesome job. I got one of the best stylists on the planet, man. You know what I mean? Just make your hair look good, ladies, guys. Make your stuff look good. Anyway, you should. Oh wow, that person just rear-ended that truck. Oh no. You should, in business, if you're launching a business, whatever, it's not my business. Most people, when they start a company, they are patient to start, meaning they procrastinate, and they hesitate, and they come up with 1,000,001 excuses why they can't start a business, why they can't take action. But then they finally take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months to get started. That's a kid. Oh. To get started in business. And when they get started, they're impatient with the results, which is kind of backwards, because launching a business is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's nothing, especially in what I do. I've been in network marketing for quite some time. I do a lot of direct sales. If you guys haven't yet, you might want to check out e-commerce, man. Shopify is amazing. Get with me on that if you're really looking to learn some stuff on Shopify. And people come into businesses and they want results fast. They want to make $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 within their first couple of days or what have you, and it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? Because you got to understand how money works, and how trends flow. You got to learn how to stack trends. You got to learn how to actually identify a winning trend and take advantage of it. Position yourself in front of the masses, right? So that you can be not so much the pioneer, but right behind the pioneer, so you can actually have a mentor, somebody that's been there, done that, and you can learn from them. One of the things also with successful business owners is like this. They're impatient to get started on an opportunity, meaning a lot of guys that you see successful, 9 times out of 10, they don't even have all the information about what the opportunity is. They just take action on the opportunity, and they're impatient to get started, but they're patient with the results, because they understand that in business, it takes time for you to season your business. You got to grow it. You got to really water the seed. You got to plant the seeds. You got to spread your net wide. You got to build a big network so that you can grow your net worth. And then you gotta water the seeds every day. And so how do you water the seeds? Well, you gotta get a mentor first off. Plug in with somebody that's been doing something that you want to do, or have results that, one, you can believe yourself that it's achievable for you. However, at the same time, you also want to be able to get mentored by somebody where the results are, it's not unbelievable for you, but it's believable that you can do it. It'll stretch you. Meaning, let's say, for instance, here's an example I use myself. When I got started in business 4 or 5 years ago, one of the first business owners that I looked at, they were actually they were making about, traffic's a pain in the butt right now. I'm trying to get out of this crap. They were actually making about $10,000 a month, and at the time when I first got started on the internet, to me $10,000 a month was it was a bit much. My belief level wasn't there. My self-image wasn't there for 10 grand a month, right? But I reached out to somebody else that was making like 3,000 to 5,000, and that helped me to really see that it was believable for me, and it would stretch me a little bit, right? But then I understood the way how money works and how business flows and networking and all that, so I started to stretch myself even more and look for mentors that were making $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 and above a month. And I'm telling you, they're so much more easy to work with, because they'll show you how to actually be patient in business, and patient in business as well. Okay, so that's my little nugget for you today. I hope you really got some value from it. That's something that I've learned a lot of hard life lessons for instance, and I'll share this last one about fear with you. When I was in the military, this is about 11 years ago now, I wanted to actually become a pilot in the Army, right? Because ever since I was 11 years old, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to fly fighter jets, actually, but I didn't know that I had to go in the Air Force. But I went ahead to do all the training for flight training, did the tests and everything, and the final test I had to take to get qualified to go to school, I was actually nervous about it because I was actually in Iraq at the time. This was like around summertime 2004. Man, summertime, I'm getting a little road rage, sorry about that. This was around summertime 2004, and because of the opportunity where I found out that the chances, if I failed, I would have to wait 6 months to a year to reapply and take the test. Because of the fear of failing, that fear of the feeling of failing preventing me from even attempting the test, which is kind of backwards, and I hope that made sense. So I'm telling you, get out of the state of fear. That's why I even created No Fear Network, is because I want people to understand that fear is nothing more than false evidence appearing real. So with that said, man, that's my nugget for you today. My name's King Leonidas, man. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I know I am. We all are, me and my family, and I know that you're gonna knock this out the park when you make, oh my goodness, when you make the decision to actually, these people are gonna cause a really bad wreck today, to actually get involved with this movement, this opportunity, and take your business, your life to the next level. So with that said, I'll see you guys at the top. Oh, I'm going to the bank, and I will definitely see you guys on the beaches of the world. Peace.